And we're back. Okay, so I got out my 390. I'm going to try and test fit this thing. I haven't test fitted it yet, but we're going to see. As you can tell, it is a actual Honda, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. Didn't have to go for the old Predator. You know, even though it's 420 cc's. 390. Still not the quality of a Honda. So, pretty cool. For now, it's going to keep the stock carburetor. Probably a stage 1 or something going to be added to it because I don't really have the means for anything else currently, but that's where we're going to be with that. I'm going to see. From what I understand, this tube right here has to come out for the most part. Probably closer to the top so it can still keep that little joint, which isn't really a joint, unfortunately. And obviously cut off that bottom part. We're going to see what we need to do to get this sucker in here. I know that cheesy welds, I think this is cracked right there. I'll probably do a full pass on the whole plate because those are terrible. And there's nothing even right there. So, we'll see what I can do. I'm going to pull this seat off first. If you guys want to see that, but I'll just throw it in the video for extra steps. Okay. This is kind of a weird seat. It's a little odd feeling. The back end kind of rides a little higher than it should. It makes you feel like you're going to roll forward. So I'm going to do some adjustment on that, probably after the fact. And then my header is probably not going to come out under the seat anymore. I think that's going to come out the side because there's not really going to be a whole lot of room for that there, and plus it made all kinds of noise. Doesn't really allow a lot of room for adjustment, you know. Things at an angle, so if you roll it forward, it's going to touch the seat, or the bar, roll it backwards, it's going to touch everything else. So we're gonna mess with that. Got a new seat from some dude and it's already cracked. That's cool. Check that out. Nice crack right there. Oh well, I'll fix it. Or something. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but a little super glue never hurt nobody. So I'm gonna put this over here and I'm gonna push this bike back a little bit. We're gonna see what we get into with this. Feels like it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. We're going to find out. We'll probably pull too far. Let's go back. So, I'm not going to say that this is a safe thing to do, because granted these things have 0 front brakes and they came with 6.5 horsepower, and this 390 probably going to be closer to 20 or so by the time I'm done with it. You know, nothing crazy, but I'll show you those in later parts of this series. But it's going to be a little scary, I think. So let's see what it takes to get this thing in here. Got a few extra parts hanging off here, of course, because that's how I roll. Let's see if I can get this thing out of here. No, it doesn't. Pipe there. Tube here. Let's just get that. Okay. I'm genuinely curious to see how well this goes. I'll bring it closer to us a little bit, because this is a heavy motor, and I'm not trying to kill myself. So everything I've seen, that bar has to come out. Not saying that I don't want to do it. I'm just saying that that's probably what's going to have to happen. Okay. Yeah, it definitely has to come out. I'm not even sure if these... This isn't even gonna work. That's funny. Okay, well, there's already a first set of problems. This thing is a little bit too big for this frame. So, check that out. That's first look right there. And the GX390 big block baja. I'm going to pop out some tools and we're going to try and make this thing fit. I have some extra steel I could probably make work for this extra front mount part. Realistically, I should probably just do a fresh motor mount on that thing. Oh, okay. Alright, so let us get to cutting.